All right, we have another Mini for sale for you guys. This one here belongs to our friend Ray, and he's moving out of the country. And this is a 1994 JDM Rover Mini. Maybe it was a Mayfair at one time, I don't know. But this is a really nice car. It's got all the bells and whistles. It's $16,000, and I'm gonna give you the tour. So come on over and let's take a look. What do you guys think the first thing was that I made Ray do to this car? Remember, this is a 94 JDM Mini. It probably had 12-inch Rover wheels on it, didn't it? You know it did. I made him take those 12-inch wheels off and go with some 10-inch 6x10 deep dish, polished lip, mini light or ultralight. They're a mini light style wheel with some Yokohama AO32s, huh? Don't the 10s look better on Minis? Come on, you know I'm right. All right, I love these stainless bullet style mirrors. I've only seen these in Japan. Very cool rear view mirror. I like it very much. This has the Group 2 wide flares painted in the charcoal body color with some deluxe trim on it that looks pretty, shabby. I would replace that deluxe trim. It's cheap. It's easy if you soak it in warm water. Warm water is the key to deluxe trim, guys. Come on over here and you can see we've got a really nice Monza flip top cap with a locking cap underneath. We've got a chrome license lamp. Look how clean and tidy this car is. It's got the oversized 9-gallon US gallon gas tank. Very little to no rust. I mean, there's no rust. If there is any, it's very surface. It's very minor, very little. Oh, it's a classic 35. So I guess it's not a Mayfair. It's a 35. Come on around here and let's open up the door and look inside. This has a right-hand drive, and it is the Rover beige leather interior. That leather interior is really nice. And guys, those seats are so comfortable. They really are a pleasure to sit in. Even for long periods of time, that's a really nice ride. Let's pop the bonnet and take a look here. Inside we've got a tach, and the speedometer is in kilometers, of course, and of course our water temp and fuel gauge. It does have a stereo in it. It's a Kenwood, but it's on the Japanese frequency. I can only get one station. It's like 89.1. It's classical or something. But it does have a CD player in it. It does sound good. It does work. It also has air conditioning. It's kind of cold. I think it needs to be recharged, and I don't have any R134 to put in it, but I think it's easily serviced. So anyway, let's take a look at the motor. And Keith, remind me to turn on the rally lights before I take off so that we can see those lights. They're LEDs and they look cool, because these two are yellow and these two are bright white, so the yellow lights look pretty cool. What we have here is your typical SPI from Japan. It is fuel injected, and we've gone through it all for Ray. We've changed the oil, adjusted the valves, we put brand new Cooper S disc brakes on it, those 6x10 deep dish wheels with the Yokohama tires. We serviced the cooling system. It's got a brand new radiator. Most of these JDM cars from the early 90s to mid 90s, seems like all the radiators are plugged up. I don't know what kind of coolant they're putting in Japan, but it's plugging up the radiators badly. So I stock a lot of SPI or radiators that fit the JDM cars, because every single one of them has been plugged up and everybody comes in with overheating issues, and it's always because of these radiators. And we put a 195 or 192 thermostat in it, which is the factory recommended temperature. It's not 160, it's not 180, it's actually 88.2 Celsius, which is about 192. Anyway, it does have AC that does work. It needs to be recharged, like I said, and everything else works. So I think it's time to go for a ride, don't you? Let's go. All right, here we go. You ready to ride in your new 1994 classic Mini Cooper? JDM from Japan, right-hand drive with a 4-speed manual. This is not an automatic. It is a manual. Did I mention the price? $16,000. That's a good price. Watch this, no choke, no nothing. Fuel injection. That's the way to go. Like the horn? It's not in the middle here, it's on the end of the stock. All right, lift up to put it in reverse. And here we go. This is another really good car for $16,000. You can't beat it. These seats are so comfortable. Oh, I like these seats. This is nice. Only one thing I would do. What do you think that is? Yep, that's right. Put some Jet Motors seat brackets in it because I'm 6 foot tall and I'm comfortable, but I've driven enough Minis to know that I could be more comfortable. If it was just back maybe 2 more inches, I think it would even be better. So, just like I've told you in the past, if there's anything you want on these cars when you buy them from us, we will install it for free if you pay for the parts. Just buy the parts, we'll put them on for you. One thing you don't have to do in this car is put 10-inch wheels on because, well, we've already done that. And because that's been done, that means it's got brand new Cooper S disc brakes on it too, which also still retains the brake booster. So it has power Cooper S disc brakes. Those are 7.5 inch in diameter, and they're 2-piston cast iron calipers. They work really well, especially with that brake booster. That's very little pedal effort. This car's got a lot of features and benefits to it. Let's see, what does the odometer say? 66,206 kilometers. Yes. I'll calculate the math and I'll put it on the bottom of the screen so that you can know what it is in miles. So what are some of the things that I would change about this car before you pick it up or we ship it to you? Let's change the steering wheel. This is the stock original Mini steering wheel. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no blisters, there's no cracks. It's a really nice steering wheel. But let me tell you, nothing beats a real English-made Moto-Lita steering wheel, or maybe you want to go Italian and put in a Momo. And if you do pick a Momo, why not the Prototipo? Prototipo is actually making a new series called the Heritage Series, which for the Minis works really well because they intentionally give them a little bit of patina and make them look old, but they're brand new, but they look period correct. So maybe a Momo Prototipo Heritage Edition in here would look outstanding. What else would I do? Because everything's been done. Look, the wheels and tires are done, the brakes are done, the engine oil, the cooling system. I mean, there's nothing to do. This is a turnkey, ideal car, perfect. It doesn't need anything. All it needs is your imagination and your customization. You know, like we like to say, make it your own. Isn't that Burger King slogan or something? Make it your way. That's it. So why don't we make it your way? You want fries with that?
Ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun, ding by the dun. Would you like an apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that?
Maybe change the floor mats. These are, they look original. I think these are the original Rover JDM floor mats. Let's put some Cooper floor mats in it or something that looks a little newer and nicer. Also, it has a Japanese motorcycle looking exhaust. Listen, there you go. There's your exhaust sound. People ask why we have such good exhaust audio in our videos. We have a microphone back there on the, it's a magnetic microphone that Keith puts on the back of the car so we can pick up the exhaust tone for you. So that's why you hear it so well. It's much quieter in the car than our videos make it out to be because we're kind of listening to the mic'd exhaust. Anyway, this car has a stainless steel motorcycle looking Yoshimura exhaust on it or something. It also has a catalytic converter on it. And in the United States, if it's more than 25 years old, you can put special interest plates on it. This one has that. If you're an Oregon buyer, you already get the SP plates, and that's a big deal. Again, no registration and no fees for year tag stickers or month tag stickers. Again, that saves about $200-300 a year. And you don't have to put a catalytic converter on it because you don't have to go through DEQ or smog. So, what does that mean? We can remove the catalytic converter. And that's a good thing. It's not, listen to me, it's greener to remove it because we're using less fuel and it's more efficient. we make more horsepower and we use less fuel. So using less gas is a really good thing. So that's why we like to remove the catalytic converter. More power and better economy. Also, your exhaust is going to sound a lot better too. So a good classic RC40 or a Maniflow is the way to go. So that's really all I would do to this, guys. Steering wheel, exhaust, some floor mats. I can't think of anything else, to be honest with you. For $16,000, this is a really good buy. Look, everything works. The handbrake works, and I know that sounds crazy, but I've had so many Minis come in where the rear brake shoes are upside down and backwards. The handbrake doesn't work. It won't even hold the car on a hill. But this is a clean, nice car. Everything works. It's beautiful. It's got good stance, and it's just up to you to make it your way, right? So anyway, let's go out here and take a look at the paint. Let's look at the rocker panels. Let's look at the window seals, and come on, follow me. The paint looks really good from about 10 feet, but when you get up close, you can see we've got some blistering and some the clear coat that's coming off. It's happening in a few spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come on around here. There's a little something happening here. I mean, we could pick this thing apart all day. Looks good on the doors. We got another spot where the clear. Look at what the clear's doing here. Come on around here. We've got some of the fuel coming down under the fuel cap. There's some imperfections on the chrome license lamp. This looks like spots. You know, this car is really straight. There's no dings, there's no dents. It's super clean. Let's look at the rockers. Come on down here. Take a look under here. Let's see, what does it look like? Looks really good. I mean, this is solid. These are good looking rockers. They jacked it up in that spot again. They do this every time. I hate that. Let's go look at the other side. Well, see this deluxe trim, like I said? It's all faded and coming off. Oh, this side looks better. Look at this. This is, I mean, that looks great. That's really good. There's a little bit of rust right here. Nothing much. This is solid. This is really good. All right. And so what you're seeing here is LED bulbs in the headlights, which are super bright. And these are also LEDs. These are not halogen. They're not regular bulbs. These are all LEDs, and they are bright. And also, I wanted to point out to you guys these brand new front and rear window seals with filler strip and joint cover. So that goes a long way. That really helps the car. Well, prevents leaks, and it looks good. And because usually this chrome filler strip's all faded and nasty. Let's go look at the rear one. Did you notice the front one has an extra lip on it? That's for the 91 and on. And then back here we have a standard seal. One piece for the larger rear Mark II on window with filler strip and joint cover. So there you go. We'll see you on the next one.